Hi guys, Coach Steve here, and a video on how to use your triathlon feature on your Garmin to track your race day progress and also to record your race day data. So I'm using the Fenix 6 here to demonstrate, but however, the button combination is really and the flow is really similar for any of the next gen or new gen Garmins, anything like that. I mean, anything from our 920 XT up. So it's race day. You're excited. So you click on the top right hand button to select your triathlon option. This screen will be different for others depending on how many custom fields you've got set up. If you need to scroll to find triathlon, use these buttons here on the left, up and down. But I'm lucky that it's just on the money. So then you click the top right hand button again to select triathlon mode. You'll see this screen, and this will show the data fields that wherever you have set up for your open water swim. It will assume that you're going to do an open water swim. You can also change this in the settings if it's going to be a pool based, but there's a little bit of work on that. But let's assume it's an open water sea swim and we're ready to go. You're sitting in the water waiting to kick off, and then the hooter or gun goes, and then you press the top right hand button again to start triathlon mode. This will start ticking along. You're swimming along. You're having a great old day. And then by the time you get to the transition mat and you're coming out of the water, you switch to change from discipline. You come to the bottom bottom right hand button here. Click this button here to signify you've entered transition. No real data fields here for transition. It's just time based. So you're running through your transition. You had a super quick transition. Now to start the bike leg, you click the bottom right hand button again. Here we are. Beep. And you're on the bike. Again, Garmin will default settings to have this for your outdoor bike settings. So I have 10-second power, distance, speed, cadence, and I also have auto scroll on, and that will also be used in the triathlon mode. So, okay, you've had a super bike. You're coming in. You're coming up to the dismount line. You go over the mat, and you press the bottom right-hand button again to start your transition. Again, time-based, nothing really to be shown. You've racked your bike. You've taken off your helmet. You've got your runners on. You're heading towards. And as you pass the second transition mat, you again will hit the bottom right-hand button here. On the off and running. Again, this will default to your outdoor run setting. So in this, I have pace, distance, and time, and my heart rate. Obviously, the pace would, if we're in station, it will be showing some more interesting data. So you're flying along, you're catching a load of people, and then you are coming up to the finish line. You go over the finish line. But if you're in a big race, you make sure you look up and make sure you get a good finish day picture. And then you press the bottom right hand button again, just one last time, and you may not hear it, but Garmin plays little music at the end. Okay, so now this is key before, because you may actually lose your data. What Garmin is going to ask you whether you want to resume, save, or discard this. So we clearly want to save this. So you use the up down buttons on the left hand side. So we select save. And then we click on the top right-hand button again, saving. And that will also then slice up the data and save it into your training peaks, or as the different disciplines, as an open water swim, and other for transition for your bike data, and other for your transition, and then also for your run. There you have it. I hope that video was helpful. If it was, click like. If you're interested in seeing other Garmin hints and tips, which I'll be putting up a lot more of, please click subscribe, and I'll show how in the next couple of videos how to change this feature to set yourself up for a duathlon, how to change this to set it up for an aquathon, etc. Have a great day's training, and please do like and subscribe.